JD, come on, let's go, man. JD. Nimmo drives out to right field. Please stay fair. Please, please, please. Hey, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to another New York Mets franchise mode, episode number 54. As in the last one, I made some changes to my pitching settings, and I think it turned out well only because I was rolling for 5 innings. I was able to not have Marcell Ozuna crush me. Freddie Freeman got me later on, but I just felt like I wasn't as, shellacked. Even though I gave up 7 runs again, me scoring 11 runs definitely helped. A huge error by the Braves really got me going in 1 innings where I got most of those runs anyway. But the one good thing is that we do not have to play the Braves until, I don't know, maybe next week or something. But now we get to face the Phillies, who in this virtual season have a way better record than the Braves. So we'll see how this goes. We played the Phillies once before. It was a while ago. I felt like it was maybe middle of April or something like that, maybe even earlier. So we will see what happens here. We got Michael Wacha on the mound. And like I said, it just seems like my number 4 and 5 guys have actually been the ones that have been effective for me. You know what I mean? So I've just done better with Wacha than I have with some other guys like Stroman or Matz. And we'll see how Pulse affects him and how we can navigate this Philadelphia Phillies lineup. I mean, when you look at their averages, nothing crazy, but there are some really quality names. I will say, almost a 1 through 8 is pretty tough, no doubt about it. Especially some of those middle guys like Bryce and Reese and Gregorius, and then you have Real Muto. Definitely plenty of solid here. Scott Kingery is another under-the-radar guy, someone who really crushes the Mets. Which, I mean, any player that plays for the Marlins, Phillies, or the Braves, or the Nationals, they just crush the Mets anyway. So that isn't really saying much. But I do feel that Kingery every now and then sneaks up on the Mets, hitting some home runs when the guy isn't the most prolific home run hitter. That's what we'll say about him. Jake Arrieta, obviously the Mets has some history with him. Played against him when he was with the Cubs in the playoffs, 2015. Daniel Murphy hit a big home run against him. And then last season when the Mets were playing the Phillies, he was hitting people, and him and Todd Frazier were going to have a fight. So always an interesting matchup. Yep, there we go. Brandon Nimmo draws his old Nimmo special, the walk. Going nice and slow when he should be going fast, but that's okay. It's a base runner for Alonso. See if that makes him navigate me any differently. Alonso drives that one out to deep left field. McCutchen looking up, and it's out of here. Alonso leaves the yard, his 23rd of the year. As the New York Mets jump out early, it is 2-0. I mean, that is why it is so crucial to get the runners in front of Alonso on. Particularly someone like Nimmo drawing the walk. That is huge. Walk is just as good as a hit when the guy behind you can drive you in and drive himself in with a home run. Because I think the main thing for Alonso is that if he is going to hit 50 homers, you would not like if most of them are solo shots. You would like to get some extra runs. And that is where having a guy with a high on-base percentage like Nimmo bat in front of him could really serve you well. So I hope that is something that we can see once the real baseball is back. Oh, now Robbie Cano lifts one to left. Good. McCutchen looking up, and it's out of here. Robinson Cano goes back-to-back with Pete Alonso, and it is 3-0 New York. All right. Been a while since I've gone yard with Robbie. I mean, you see it's only his 6th shot of the year. I feel like the last one I hit with him was the I Will Not Be Swept video against the Braves, which was a few weeks ago. So nice to see Cano leave the yard. I mean, he didn't really hit that many homers with the Mets. The big ones that stand out was opening day one. One he hit against the Nationals, which was also early in the season. The 3-homer game against the Padres. Other than that, I mean, did Cano hit any other big home runs? Not really. It definitely was a disappointing year for him. And as I've said before, the Mets really could use a bounce back out of him. JD goes up the middle. Good, okay. 1 and 2. Double play. Wow. Almost had the PCI there. That would have been nice. That one's line. Oh, nice fielding by Alonso. I see how he just scooped that up like it was nothing. Nice little play there by Alonso. Rosario gets a sinker down the middle. How is that that's not a good okay. I mean, look at where I was. I was all over that. I don't agree with that one. My favorite part of the day. Can I bunt Ramos over? McNeil puts that one in the alleyway, and that one's going to have to stop Ramos at third. I mean, my thing with Wilson Ramos is that am I batting him too low in the lineup? Because I feel like I can't bunt him over. I mean, I was trying a little bit, not really, because I knew it was just going to be a double play. And I want to say, oh, well, let's see what the real Mets do. But there's not going to be bunting Ramos because there's not going to be a pitcher hitting. There's going to be a DH. And I feel like I don't really remember the Mets trying to bunt Ramos over all that much because, I don't know, they had so many other players last year, but I feel like Ramos probably should be hitting in the order, but the thing is, like, who do you bat lower in the order instead? Not JD, not Conforto, not Cano, not Nimmo, not Alonso. Well, how'd he hit that one? Rosario, golly, you can't make a play ever. 0-2 from Walker. Struck him out, inning over. There we go. Able to escape that one. I mean, JT hit a really good, cutter on the outside corner. And then Kingery just barely gets a piece of it off Rosario's glove up the middle. That would have been a rough inning to give up a run, but not this time. No, hits one on the ground. 1 and 2. Swinging at another pitch I shouldn't. JD Davis drives down out to center. Good in the glove. Inning over. Wow. That's a jam shot. Nimmo coming on. Can't make the play. I mean, I guess when it's... Oh, come on. It was switching back and forth between Nimmo and Conforto. I like Nimmo, I have to turn him backwards, and Conforto I have to go forward. I guess when it's red like that, I have to dive, but I don't know. I thought I still could have got there. 2-2 from Walker. Struck him out. Let's go. Really got Bryce Harper to fish at that one. I didn't think the changeup would break that much, but good thing I put that little ball track on so you know which way it does break, and that made a huge difference. 2-2 from Walker. Got him looking. Oh, able to paint that outside corner and end the inning. You know what? So far, the 6 and 7 hitters, Real Muto and Kingery, have been way tougher than everybody else. But so far, a good inning for Walker. McNeil in the glove. Nimmo drives that one out to the opposite field. Diving catch by McCutchen on a good. Oh, that's unfortunate, especially with Alonso coming up. Wow, what a play. I knew that pitch was coming, and what was I, early? I was just early. Come on. Oh, I was ready for that pitch too. And that one's caught good, squared up. Okay. I mean, really. That was some solid defense there that inning. I'll tell you what. Wow. JD, come on, let's go, man. JD. 2. And there's a fly ball out to Brandon Nimmo. Makes the catch, and Michael Walker's day is done. I still don't know what the heck happened with JD there. Can we see this again? Oh, no, we're not going to see this again. Are we? Okay. Oh, we're just going to stare at him because... Look at JD. He's just standing there. Like, he wasn't moving. I swear he was not moving. I know he's not a traditional left fielder, but... I mean, JD wouldn't just, like, not move. I mean, there's a difference between, like, being a bad fielder and just not moving. Like, he was not moving. That slider did not break the correct way, and that is gone. JT Real Muto. The slider, I put it inside, and the slider's supposed to break in, didn't break at all. On good time. Makes sense. Nimmo drives down out to right field. Please stay fair. Please. Well, it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo hits a big home run to extend the Mets lead to 4-2. I feel a lot better with a 2-run lead than a 1-run lead. And also just the fact that it was a lefty with 2 outs. I haven't scored a run since the first inning. I really needed that, and Brandon Nimmo came through. I hate when they hit the ball and you just can't see where it's going, especially because I was just early. It's not like I had good timing, so I thought there was a pretty good chance that ball was going to go foul. We still can't see it. He hit it so high. I mean, what's the launch angle on that thing? Still can't see it. All right, there it is now, but oh my goodness. 2-2. Wow, you really could have gave me that call. I wouldn't mind it. It wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't complain. Struck him out anyway. Really got him to chase, thank God, because that should have been a strikeout regardless. Oh, these umpires do not make it easy. I didn't go.
Did he go?
Yeah, there we go. At least the third base umpire is on my side. Not so much the home plate umpire. I didn't go.
What do you got?
Ha-ha! Back-to-back check swing walks. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I'm pretty sure both were on full counts as well. Oh, he rung me up. You know what? Oh, God. That was a tough pitch right there. He gave me back-to-back walks, and I felt like he might as well give me another one on a full count. I should have checked swing, maybe. If I checked swing, I could have drawn the wall. Rosario. Perfect. You know what? I was, like, all inning. I had been considering pinch running Cano for Nunez, but that ball was hit so hard, Nunez wouldn't have scored either. Of course, the throw was offline, but you can't predict that. My thing with the pinch running for Cano is that I feel like, I'm trying to keep realistic, and I feel like with Cano's ego, it restricts the amount of things you are, I guess, allowed to do, per se. And the other thing for me is just the fact that it's known that Luis Rojas and Cano are supposed to be, like, I guess, good friends or whatever. And I don't know, would Rojas do that to his friend? I don't think so. So, I mean, we'll see if that's actually a thing when the real baseball comes back. And I swing at a pitch right down the middle, missing. 1-2 from Lugo. Struck him out. Able to get JT Realmuto fishing. Finally, somebody able to get that guy out. McNeil gets a fastball right down the middle. Good squared up, and it's out of here. Line drive shot. Not much analysis there. I mean, that one was run right down the middle. I square it up, it leaves the yard. We've had a couple pitches like that where we'll square it up, it'll still be a fly out, you know what I mean, or just a line drive. But that one able to sneak over here. This is a hitter-friendly ballpark, and yeah, I don't know if the Mets will necessarily play here. Maybe, because Philadelphia is close to New York. I'm not positive, but if they do, I do expect this lineup to do very well there. At least, you know, the Mets eventually will play in Citizens Bank Park again, like next year even. I expect them to hit a lot of homers here. There'll just be a bunch of slugfest all over between Bryce and Rhys Hoskins and Didi and all these guys, and then we throw in the Met hitters. It's going to make for some good games, no doubt about it. Phillies are down to their last strike. The 1-2 from Diaz. Struck him out, and the ball game is over. Put it in the books. Edwin Diaz shuts the door, striking at the side. Not the most impressive side. No, it wasn't Harper and Hoskins and Didi or Realmuto and Segura and McCutchen. You know, once they went to their bench, I think that double switch they made with Kingery was a big one for me. Because, okay, you got the extra inning out of Adam Morgan, great. But Kingery was giving me a really tough time in that game. And Josh Harrison was a much easier out than him. And, you know, the Phillies bench, it wasn't really able to make extra things happen than compared to what the rest of their lineup was doing. I will say in the next game, I'm going to pay more attention to Realmuto. He was the really tough out. He was the guy that hit a homer in this game. Only got him out once. And that was when I think Lugo struck him out. Betances, one of the two. But all in all, we win the game. It just thinks that I was off to such a good start in that first inning, scoring the 3 runs, and I was completely cold for the rest of the game. Had so many base runners, still had 10 hits, along with a few walks. Stranded a ton of base runners, double plays, swinging at pitches out of the strike zone, all that stuff. And then Nimmo hits a homer late, and then McNeil hits a homer late. So all in all, we'll take the win, take the first game of the series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, comment. What do you think about the Mets potentially playing at Citizens Bank Park since it is close by? Do you think that's a real possibility? And you know what? One of the things you can do before we find out if the baseball plan is going on, there's this thing called a subscribe button, and you can press it. You don't have to, but you can. I'd appreciate it. And until the next one, be safe, be smart, and have a good one, everyone.